One line of SQL can wipe a million rows in a second. It's called drop, and there's no undo button waiting to save you. Its safer cousin, alter table, does the opposite. It reshapes a table that's already full of data without losing a single row. Today you learn exactly when to reach for each one, and how to not blow up production doing it. Before we touch anything, let me translate one word. A schema is just the blueprint of your table, what columns exist, what type each one holds, and the rules on them. The actual rows of data are separate from that blueprint. In short, the schema is the shape, and the data is what you pour into the shape. You'll hear the term DDL, which stands for Data Definition Language. Think of DDL as commands that redesign the room, like moving walls. That's different from DML, which just moves furniture around, meaning it changes the rows. Alter, table, and drop are both DDL because they change the structure itself, not the data inside. Here's the everyday version. You add a new label slot to every record at once. Say your user's table has 100 rows and no email column. Run this, and all 100 rows instantly get an email column filled with NULL until you enter values. Notice what happens. Nothing you already stored disappears. The reverse is just as easy. If that email column turned out useless, you drop just that one column. Here's the catch though. The data inside that column is gone forever, but every other column stays perfectly intact. In short, dropping a column deletes one slice, not the whole table. Think of one shelf you already own. You can change its label or change what fits on it without touching anything else. Renaming a column is the label swap. The name changes, every value stays put. Retyping is the resize, stretching that column from 100 characters to 150. One honest heads up, the exact keyword differs between MySQL and Postgres, so check your database before you run it. A constraint is just a rule the table promises to enforce, like saying no two people can share the same contact. You don't have to decide every rule when you first build the table. Here's the trick. You can bolt on rules later as your business figures out what it actually needs. Drop table is the big one. This isn't emptying a shelf, it's taking the whole bookshelf to the dump. The table's blueprint and every single row vanish together, and there is no undo button waiting for you. Use this only when a table is truly obsolete. People mix these three up constantly, and honestly I did too early on. I once truncated a table when I only meant to delete one row, so let me lay them out. Delete removes specific rows you choose. Truncate empties every row but keeps the empty table standing. Drop removes the table completely. In short, delete is a spoon, truncate is a bucket. Drop is a demolition crew. Here's where people get burned. The database will not ask, are you sure? It just does it. And if another table points to the one you dropped through a foreign key, you can break that link too. My honest opinion, drop in production is overrated as a quick fix. Back up first every single time. Changing a column type sounds harmless until the existing data doesn't fit the new shape. If a column holds emails and you shrink it to 5 characters, the database either errors out or chops your data. Notice the danger. The command looks fine, but your stored values decide whether it survives. Test it on a copy before you trust it. You might wonder, why not just drop the table and recreate it perfectly? Sometimes people do, but you'd have to move all the data out and back in, which is slow and risky. Ada wins because it edits in place and keeps your rows safe. The one minus is that Ada's exact wording varies between databases, so it's a little less portable. Clean. So let's land this. Ada table reshapes a table that's already full, adding, dropping, or retyping columns and rules without losing your data. Drop table removes the entire thing, blueprint and data both, with no undo. Remember the difference between delete, truncate, and drop, and always back up before anything destructive. That was the hard part of your day. Here's the hard part of your day. Here's the easy part, subscribe.